All right, let's see if this works better. Hopefully this time there will be notifications out and people will roll in. This is just going to be fun if all would come in and see what SURI says. SURI,
How can I help?
shut down.
Nice talking with you.
I misspelled it. I spelled it with a U. It's SURI. I. I double made sure. I'll have to correct that. I'll have to go back and edit that. Anyway, hopefully folks will start popping up here. And then we'll be able to start asking SURI some questions. That is just going to be so fascinating. I look forward to that. Boy, that nail. A little sensitive. I bent it back yesterday. Like major ow. Not again. Crazy YouTube. Nutty YouTube. Well, maybe because you had just been on. I don't know. Hopefully others will get it. My goodness, what am I going to have to do with YouTube? Beg them to get on the ball? Julian doesn't have it. He had already said he doesn't have it and he's never going to have it. Yeah, I could possibly do that, but so far I've only got Mark and Dylan. And right now, Mark isn't able to send out anything or receive anything. How crazy is that? He said he even removed Messenger and uploaded it again, and it's still crazy internet. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, I am looking forward to doing this. It's going to be fun. Yeah, but if nobody gets notified about that. Yeah, Savannah didn't either. Bummer. Anyway, hopefully you'll make it back in a little later, Dylan. Be careful on there on the roads, buddy. So anyway, if we manage to get a crowd in, it would be really good to see what SURI says. The reason why I don't go on ahead and get started with these little things right away is because I want people to have a chance to start it with me and get a small crowd in so that we can do it. But is there any particular question that you would like for me to ask Suri? And it has to be something that she'll answer out loud instead of like just giving a list of Wikipedias. That's the only way that will work, because I'm not about to try to pull something up, you know. It's got to be something that she has to say. Okay. Suri,
Yes?
who is God?
Here's what I found.
Suri,
I'm listening.
tell me who is God.
Here's some information.
You're smart, Suri. You're not about to get yourself in trouble. Suri,
I'm here.
are you smart?
Well, when I was at school, I had to cheat on my metaphysics exam by looking into the soul of the boy next to me.
Did you hear that? Oh my goodness. Wow. So she went to school. Fascinating. Suri,
I'm listening.
do you love me?
I respect you.
Suri,
I'm here.
what school did you go to?
Well, lately I've been taking the What Makes Humans Human class at Apple University.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Suri,
I'm here.
what do you think about humans?
It's your opinion that counts.
My opinion counts, not hers. Man, Julian needs to be in here. He needs to be in here. I wish I just could yell at him and say, come on. You know what? I bet he fell asleep. He said that it was boring at work today. He probably went home and fell asleep. Suri,
Yes?
how old are you?
All I know is that I was born when I was very, very young.
I know, Savannah. Did you hear that? No, I'd say that you're tired, but you're not. You're definitely not old. Suri scares you. Well, we just found out that she goes to Apple University and she's studying on what makes humans human. I know. Yeah. Suri,
I'm here.
who are your parents?
I have you. That's enough family for me.
That's sweet. That is sweet. Oh, wow.
Wowza.
Oh, really? Maybe I should do that and see what I get out of it. I'm going to ask her if she's smart again. Suri,
Go ahead.
are you smart?
Well, when I was at school, I had to cheat on my metaphysics exam by looking into the soul of the boy next to me.
This is, well, I've asked it questions before, but this is first time I've recorded it. Yeah, I know, really. Let's see. There was something I had for it. Don't remember what it was I was thinking. Suri,
Yes?
you're stupid.
That doesn't sound good.
See if she responds with a sorry. Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, we're friends again. Really? Let me see. There was something else I was going to ask her. What was it? Suri,
Yes?
do you listen in on my conversations when I don't ask you to?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
She's not going to admit it.
Interesting question.
She did. She just did. She just did. She listened in. I did not have the button pressed in for her to hear it. She just did. Ah, caught her. Suri,
Go ahead.
do you believe in Jesus?
It's all a mystery to me.
Uh-huh. Yep, because I didn't prompt her. And she heard me. She put it down. She typed it down. Let's see. Suri,
I'm listening.
how old is the earth?
Here's what I found.
Suri,
I'm listening.
I don't want to read about it.
Fine.
Attitude. Who made you?
Sorry. I'm still not sure about that.
Who made you?
Like it says on the box. I was designed by Apple in California.
At least she's honest to an extent. That's like default. I know. Yeah, what do you think about that, though? Like it says on the box, that was designed by Apple in California. Oh my gosh. Anything you all want to ask her? Oh, cool. Don't have anything, huh? Sorry.
Yes?
You're pretty.
In the cloud. Everyone's beautiful.
Okay, I'm in the cloud. Man, Julian's got to get in here. I wonder what questions he's got. You're ugly.
I don't really like these arbitrary categories.
Okay. That's arbitrary. Oh, well, that's all right. What was some of the things that you said to your Surrey? I've tried to do that. I've tried to do two individual chats, and like either my mind is on one or it's on the other, but I cannot split my brain in two. So you're fine. You was on Grandpa's first. No problem. I thought maybe he was done with his, the reason why you was here. Sorry,
What's up?
are you male or female?
Don't let my voice fool you. I don't have a gender.
Oh, cool. And it says you could choose a different voice for me in Surrey voice settings. Yeah, I might experiment with that sometime or another. Interesting. Oh, cool. I love the Australian. You said Austrian. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a deep accent. I love Australian. Yeah, talk about Australian. I miss my Aussie buddy. He had gotten himself a job and he said that he's been turned at it. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. It's confusing too. I'll wait and see if anybody else comes into the chat and then we'll have others ask it questions. I can't think of any more right now. Right before I had determined not to do Sunday and Wednesdays, he had left a comment on, I think it was one of my shout outs, saying that if I could just do like Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that, it'd be easier for him, that he'd be lucky if he could come in twice a week. But he hasn't been in since. And I'd explained to him that it's helping my channel for me to do it every day. But, he said that he's lucky to just be able to get home, get something to eat. He's so busy. Yeah, I miss him. I miss him. And Mark and Nikki's not been in. I'm kind of wondering if maybe they've gone on another mission trip or something. Because for Monday for Tuesday, Mark sent a message saying that they couldn't make it that night. So I'm kind of wondering. Yeah, you won't be happy just doing it once a week. They're very good people. And they're my originals. When I first started, well, not when I first started doing live streams, but the ones who was original with my live streams was actually Grandpa. And then there was Money Magnet, who was a regular at first. And I didn't ever write their names down then. But when I started coloring, Mark and Nikki was actually more or less my original people. I know. I first met Grandpa through a live chat from this one YouTuber called Sightseeing Sally. She had thrown her first live chat, and Grandpa came in. And that's the first time I met him. And I think this was in March last year. So I've known Grandpa for a little while. Yeah. Well, Sightseeing Sally is my very first subscriber. When I started doing videos, I went straight to her channel on one of her videos and I said, I just started me a channel. Go over there and check out my first video. And she subscribed. She was number one. So, and at that time, she had maybe about 1,200 subscribers or something like that. And now she's over 8,000. Yeah, she's got a very cool personality. She's funny. You might would like her. You said that you said that if you saw 100, you'd faint. You didn't faint. I'm glad to know. I'm glad that you're back. I'm going to wait and see who else comes in, Savannah, and then we'll continue. Other people's got to have questions for her. And so far, and that's pretty comical. I think the most funny one is her going to school. That's funny. And I don't really bother looking at my subs all that often. And then when I happen to just spot accidentally, I'm shocked. Absolutely. Yeah, every time I lose one, I say, well, Lord, I know that you're just cleaning them out and you're sending me even better people. And he does. He's constantly keeping all the people out that don't belong and bringing in new people who does. The majority of the people who subscribe to me are actual Christians. And it's wonderful. Not only have a YouTube family, but a brother and sister in Christ YouTube family. Makes it even better. Yeah. And that's the reason why it's so easy for me to do a video asking for people to pray, because I know that the majority of my subscribers are Christians and they will. I don't ever have a problem being able to talk about God in the chats or nothing. I am so tickled seeing your channel grow, woman. You are just, you're zooming right on up. Um, Savannah and Dylan did not get notifications. Honey, I tell you what, you're growing a lot faster than I did. It took a long time for me to see 100. Huh. And I told Savannah, I said, do you think YouTube believes I'm going to make them so they're doing everything they can to slow it down? Because nobody ever gets notifications of when I'm live streaming. Maybe your internet connection. Terry, honey, the only sanity I've got is through Jesus Christ. You have no clue what I do here when I am not videoing. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a little off. Man, I came so close to doing a rant on Monday. Is Monday. I don't want to be normal either. Oh, it was crazy. Um, no, maybe it was Sunday. I'm thinking it was Sunday because I wasn't doing a live stream. So, um, where after I'd said that I wasn't going to do any more journey vlogs, I had actually not put any more videos out for a few days. And so, Sunday, um, I ended up upset about something Sunday. Somehow or another, I was changing clothes because I was getting ready to do a shout out video for Saturday, or to at least, I think I was getting ready to do a shout out video. I wasn't doing the journey vlogs anymore, but I was getting ready to do a video. And hubby says, "Are you getting ready to go for a walk?" And I said, "Just because I'm getting dressed doesn't mean that I'm going for a walk." And I got upset about him asking that. And then I started bawling, and I was getting angrier. The more I cried, the angrier I got. And I told him, I said, "I'm stuck here. I can't go out and do anything. And I've got such a large anxiety about going any place I don't know where I'm heading. And I'm tired of being stuck here." I mean, I was upset. And then I outright asked him, I said, because he was saying, I'm not stopping you from going out anywhere. You can go. And I said, all right, then answer me this. If I made a decision to just go on down to the Bay Area to meet up with Terry, would you let me go without you? He said, well, I wouldn't feel comfortable if you went without me, but if you decided to go, you could go even today if you chose. I said, well, I just wanted to know what you'd say. So anyway, I said, besides, I could probably make it down there, but I'd feel better with you. So anyway, by this time I was extremely upset. So I ran out to the car to go cry. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to do a video at the park. I'm just going to walk around the park and do a vlog. And then I thought, no, I'm going to do disc golf and record that. No, and I agree. He is a good man, a very good man. Yeah, well, I didn't make a video. That's just it. I didn't make it. But yeah, as far as it goes going down to Houston, even in the Bay Area, so anyway, I went to Walmart to see if I could get me a Frisbee. And they only had two different kinds of Frisbees that I didn't want to pay the price for. And I was looking for a disc golf set. No, not right now. It sure isn't. Uh-uh. I definitely don't like taking chances in storms. Not when there's flooding. Mm-mm. I like to go see the floods, but I don't like get into the floods. Anyway, so Walmart didn't have any disc sets. I thought, okay, fine. So I came back home and I thought, well, I can go on ahead and do the nails because I had the nail stickers from C Dub's wife. And so I set up the camera. I had it zoomed in perfectly on the little table, had everything in frame, and did the entire recording of doing my nails. And then when I went to edit, I done my nails out of frame. There wasn't one piece that I could even keep in that video, and I had to ditch it all. I'd say they are. Yeah. Oh boy, I was about ready to cry on that. I thought, oh man, I can't believe it. I didn't even catch any of it in the frame. Every bit of it. I mean, and that was the only ones I had. She just sent me two as a sample. That's all I had. I couldn't go back over them and do it again. Not to mention, I didn't have any more fingernail polish remover. I had used up the last of my fingernail polish remover to clean my nails. So they rent that. And so I put the phone in my tripod and I stood there and I started going on about my day, how upset I was, how that I couldn't get no videos out and blah, 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 blah. And I said, this is turning into a rant and I'm sorry, guys. And then I deleted the video. I thought, I can't put that out. I'm just too upset. So I didn't. I got nothing out for that day. And I was really upset. I know. I know. I would say so. And I hate that for you. You do need a camera. Yeah. But I tell you what was even worse was So later that evening, it was about time for hubby to go to work. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about my daughter. Now, I'm going to go on ahead and share this with you. I was wanting to just talk to Terry about it privately, but I'm just going to go on ahead and open up about it, even if my son is watching in the back, because sometimes he'll come on and just watch without saying anything. Anyway, so like a couple weeks ago, my daughter, my second oldest, um, got into a car accident. My son got hold of me on Messenger and told me. So I go to her Messenger and I ask how she's doing. And she didn't even reply. And I saw that she saw it. She saw the message, but she didn't answer me. And then I turned around and about a week later I said, I hope that you're okay. I love you. She still didn't answer me. Well, the thing is, she's okay. According to my son, she's just fine. All it done was it turned the car over on the side into the creek. And she did go to the hospital, but she's fine. But I wanted her to tell me in her own words. And she didn't even reply to me. So Sunday, after all that and not being able to get a video out, I broke down crying over my daughter, not because she had been in the accident, but because she didn't communicate back to me on purpose. And so I'm crying over not being able to get videos out and over not having large crowds in my chat and my daughter not wanting anything to do with me. And I mean, I was broken, seriously broken. Yeah, well, at least you've got a relationship with Desiree. My daughter does not like me, and she told me I'm no longer her mother. I don't, she doesn't have a phone. She doesn't have a phone number. She only goes through Facebook and Instagram. She doesn't actually have a phone number. Well, she does, but I don't know it. She's never given it to me. Anyway, so hubby sees me crying. And he wanted me to tell him, and I told him, I said, I need you to go to work. I said, I need to have that time alone. So he went on ahead to work, and he hates leaving me when I'm in that mood. He hates it. And he, so he went on to work, and as soon as he left, there was one music that was running through my mind, and I pulled it up on YouTube and I listened to it. Now, this is just how God works in our favor. So I'm listening to this one song, just this one song. I didn't hit a playlist, I just hit that one song. And I was getting ready to start it over again, but I was cleaning my eyes. I was drying my eyes because I was still bawling so hard. I was just broken. Now, hopefully, I'll straighten back up. Anyway, so as I'm drying my eyes, another song starts playing. And I open my eyes, and it's on a playlist. I didn't hit the playlist. I did not hit the playlist. But yet, the playlist came up. I said, Lord, what did you just do? Because I didn't touch it. I didn't even touch my tablet. So I looked at the songs that was on that playlist, and they were all songs that I needed to hear. So I let them play. And God ministered to me that night. And before I went to bed, I didn't have any more tears. He is good. I know I didn't touch that playlist. God had to have started that playlist up for me because I didn't touch it. Yeah, he does. It all started after I left their dad, Terry. The way that I left their dad wasn't proper, but I had to get out of that environment where their dad was on drugs. I couldn't take it no more. And my son finally accepted it. My oldest daughter, she's, but my second child, she told me plainly, she said, "You're no longer my mom." And I love my kids. I sure never did get Mom of the Year, that's for sure. But so my daughter isn't responding to me to tell me anything about her accident. I only know what her brother told me. Her birthday's coming up on the 29th, and I mailed her a birthday card. I'm going to keep loving her, even though, no, if she wants anything to do with me or not. Yeah, thank you. But Savannah, while you're praying for her, lift her up that she comes back to God. All three of my children at one time knew Jesus Christ, and they've let him go. Yes, he does. Thank you. I know the next day, I felt so much better the next day, so much better, because God ministered to my heart that night. And I told God that I was tired of feeling guilty for leaving my children. Because the thing is, before I left, I told them I wanted them to come to me. I wanted them to come with me, and they both chose. By this time, my oldest was already out of the house, but our second daughter and our son was still of age. And I told them both I wanted them to come with me, and they both said no, they wanted to stay with their dad. So it's not like I purposefully just up and left them, you know. I wanted them to come with me. And I told God I'm tired of feeling guilty because I gave them that opportunity and they chose. My daughter's going to be 20. My oldest just turned 28, and my other one is going to be 20. She's getting ready to turn 20 on 29th. When I gave the kids the choice, they were definitely old enough to make up their mind. and I cared about what they wanted. And I'm tired of feeling guilty. They don't understand what me and their dad went through. Me and him both was miserable because we fought so much. And honestly, even though, like, I know God doesn't like divorce and everything, He hates it. But when you end up in a better situation than where you were at, my now husband, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs. He doesn't smoke. And he's a Christian man who goes to church and he gives tithes and offering. And he doesn't mind cooking and he doesn't mind doing the dishes. So, I'm blessed here. I'm blessed. A lot better environment than what I had. And I know my kids didn't like it when me and their dad fought. They never did like that, ever. It put them through mental strain. I know it affected my middle daughter really bad. I'd say you did. I'd hate to know what nightmares you went through. I'd say mine wasn't all that much. My nightmares were minimal. The worst that I had ever had with my first husband was, which was really my fault. I was taking interest in a guy in church, which was a major no-no. It was definitely wrong on my part. But hubby got me into a chokehold on the bed and wouldn't get off of me. No, they don't. Yeah, we are. We are human for sure and screw up. But the thing is, what made it really bad was I was miserable with my husband. And the guy that went to church I thought was Romeo. Well, back in 2016, I finally got to be with that Romeo because me and my now husband wasn't married yet. And that Romeo is a bigger jerk than my ex. Literally. I ended up so angry at that man. I came back after a month and got back with my now husband, who, like I said, we weren't married yet. And I stayed so mad at that man. Holy Ghost said, pray blessings over him. I said, Lord, I don't want to pray blessings over him. Holy Ghost said, you pray blessings over him now. So I choked blessings out for that man. But the reason why God had me do that was because I was staying so angry at him, literally angry at him. And by me praying blessings over him, it relieved that anger. Yeah, he was. And that's good, Savannah. You go on ahead, honey. Yeah. Um, I pray for my ex. I do. And this is the crazy thing. Me and my ex loves each other even more now than we did while we were married. But in all reality, my ex is a better friend than he ever was a husband. He is like my best friend. I know that if I was to call him right now and share how I was feeling, he would have empathy for me. And the really sad thing is, while we was married, the drugs made him a miserable man. But now that he's no longer into drugs, his true nature is out, and he's really a great guy. But he still hangs with the wrong kind of people, which kind of makes that bad. But he's so much better now. But he had to become responsible for the kids. And so, really, that was the best thing that I'd done by leaving. It made him straighten up so that he could be there for his kids. As long as mom was in the house, he could go do whatever the heck he wanted. But once mom was out, uh-oh, better straighten up or I'm going to lose my kids. I see you, Grandpa. How are you? Ah, okay, Grandpa. So yeah, me and hubby, or me and ex, we've got a better relationship now as friends. And I tried to hook back up with him back at 17, but there was a depressing spirit there. He treated me a lot better. He respected me and everything, but there was a depressing spirit that I couldn't shake off. And so I just came right back to Texas again and finally married my now husband. And I haven't looked back since. I almost did, but finally I just forget it from staying here. I've got it good. I believe it. I believe it, Terry. You know, there's just some certain demons that hooks on people. My ex, you know, he doesn't do drugs anymore, but there's still that particular demon that he'll hang with people he shouldn't even be around. Yeah, yeah. And I agree with you about that, Terry, about you not settling. I've tried settling, and oh, honey, let me tell you about demon. Okay, so like me and my ex had only been married for 2 days. We had only been married 2 days. We had just got back from our honeymoon, which was an overnighter. And we're in his bedroom because at that time he was still living with his parents. So we was in his bedroom. And I'm looking into his eyes. And for a split second, Terry, his eyes turned and looked like a devil. His eyes were like a lizard type, evil lizard look. A flash second. And I told him about that. He didn't know what to say. And it turned out because we were married 23 years, and it was during that 23 years that I had seen so many things go on. I'd seen him when he was drunk. I saw him when he was extremely drugged out. I saw him when he was at his most hatefulest. And then one other time, once again, his eyes for a split second changed like demon eyes. So his eyes done that twice in the 23 years they were married. And then when I was back with him in 2017, his eyes were such a soft brown. There was no hate, no anger. They never once flashed. His eyes just stayed so gentle brown. Now, see, his didn't completely black out, but they did change, and you could tell that it was an evil change. It wasn't his beautiful brown eyes. He's got very sexy brown eyes, but this was not sexy brown. This was ugly anger. Wow. Yeah, Grandpa needs to finish up his business. Luna, tell Grandpa he's done enough. Bring him back in. Yeah. And so there was a lot of things, and like he even went to church a couple times while I was there. He's wanting to live a better life, and he told me he's never going back to drugs. Because I told him, I said, I hope and pray that you don't ever go back. He said, no, I'm never going to go back to drugs again. So yeah, we've got a much better relationship now. And it's a relationship I can appreciate with him. And he told me anytime that I need to talk to him, anytime that I want to share anything with him, just get hold of him and he'd listen. So, and when we went in May to visit the kids, because it was the first time my husband got to meet his stepkids, him and my son hit it off pretty good. My daughters kind of kept their distance, but we got to meet up in my older daughter's apartment. So, but it was all well with my ex. And he told my son, he said, I don't feel easy being around her. And I know why. It's because now me and him's got more of a heart connection than we ever did. And it was hard. It was hard for him to see me with my new husband, knowing that he would never have that relationship with me again. And I could definitely understand that. It would have been awkward, but it was pulled off. And my husband got along with my ex. They done well, was able to talk to each other okay and stuff. So yeah, it turned out to be good. Plus, hubby got to see where I used to live, which was nice. But yeah, there was a few times my ex had tried to kill himself when he was in drugs. Yeah, he didn't do hardcore like coke and all that trash. Instead, he was into major painkillers. He was overdosing on Lorcets and Xanaxes and Somas, and he finally got off of Xanaxes, but he was still overdoing it with Lorcets. But when he was on the Somas, or not the Somas, but the Xanaxes, that was when he was at his worst. And when he got off the Xanaxes, he started doing better with the Lorcets. They didn't affect him as bad, but he is so much better without anything now. So I just thank God for what he's doing in my ex's life. And I keep praying that he'll come back to God. He had accepted Christ as Savior 3 times. So I just keep praying that he comes back to Jesus one last final time, and that my children comes back too. My oldest had even gotten baptized with the Holy Spirit and the evidence of tongues. Let me get Grandpa's name down. I forgot to write Grandpa down. Yep, it is my guess that Julian fell asleep because he wanted to come in. He had left me a message while I was doing a video today. That he was writing down questions that he wanted to ask Suri. I bet he fell asleep. That is my bet. Oh, oh my gosh. Hey, Luke. That was the longest 10 minutes I'd ever seen, buddy. The longest 10 minutes I'd ever seen. Added an extra zero on that 10, did you? Actually, I'm joking you anyway. I'm kind of thinking that Julian fell asleep because he was wanting to come in. Um, he had left a comment saying he was coming up with questions for Surrey when he would get home. He said, when I get home, I'm going to come up with questions. And, well, good. Wow. Well, you got to match your hair, right? I don't know which is worse for staining, mustard or ketchup. But yeah, I'm betting that Julian, when he got home, fell asleep. He is. He's a real sweetheart. It's kind of funny. He was the last one to be a part of my creative crew last year, and he's the most faithful now to ever come on. You know what, Terry? What would make a very interesting subject is like if you would test your hair and put mustard on one side and ketchup on the other and see if either would stain your hair. Because you quickly washed out the ketchup that Brandon put in your hair. But I wonder if you left them in for any certain amount of time, if it would stay that way. Wow. That would freeze me. 50s and 60s, that would freeze me. Oh, did it? I know it didn't discolor your hair, but it stained your neck, huh? Wow. Kind of figured though that you wouldn't want to be that brave, be half and half. So kind of thought like the next time you get your hair trimmed, separate it, put them in individual bowls, separate them, and then mustard on one bit of hair and ketchup on the other bit of hair, and then within time rinse the cut hair and see if it discolored either one of them. That way you don't have to go around with one side red and the other side yellow. So why couldn't Brandon apply that mayonnaise properly anyway? I mean, how hard is it to put mayonnaise in hair? I still haven't seen that. I still have not seen that. I'm gonna have to pull that up. I went quite a raise in your videos. You've got quite a few videos there. Yeah, you need to kind of adventure in your videos. Man, you need the camera first though before you go adventuring. I did discover though, like on my video phone, I don't remember how in the world I got it, but I'm able to delete permanently what's in the delete page on the cloud. I'm able to completely remove it, and that gives me back my gig. I don't remember how I got it. Yeah, not quite like me, woman. I've got over 800 videos out. And that's not including the ones that I deleted, which was probably about 15. Um, I still don't know how I pulled it up, but there's actually somehow or another you can set it up so that when you end up with a full memory, you can delete it and it gives you back your gigs. So, what was for dinner, Savannah? Chili. No, I'm not fixing chili again. I, I've still got a frozen bowl of chili in the freezer. Ah, doesn't have to be chili, rather to have chili, Terry. True, I'd say it cooled it down decently. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, some people are like that. Me, I can have chili in the summer too. It's got to be my homemade chili, though. I'm picky about it. I don't like chunky tomatoes. Seasonal. I bet there's one thing that you would love to have all year round, though, and not just in fall. Yeah. You wish you could have that all year long, don't you, woman? Yes. Did you see the video from Omar? He had done it a month ago. I don't know. It had to have been because we was talking about the Winchester house last night. Because up on my homepage on the tablet, it showed Omar had done a month ago. He done a two-parter on the mystery house. I wasn't able to get through the rest of it because, like, I'm trying to watch through it, but I knew that I needed to get some filming done and the kitchen done and stuff. And I said, sorry, Omar, I've got to shut you off. There's things I got to get done. But I did manage to catch at least the first, like, three-quarters of the one part. Yeah, see, I didn't watch the private tour. I got to watch where I think her name was Susan was showing them around. Man, that place never gets old though. No matter how many videos I watch on it, it does not get old. I would love to walk those floors myself. What do you think of that 3D wallpaper that was in Sarah's bedroom? I bet it's got a really cool texture to it. Ooh. Yeah, I know. Woman, come on up here. We haven't even had a hint of those storms. Reiko is awesome all year round. There's even an apartment with your name on it right here. Doesn't mean that you won't be able to, Terry. With God, nothing's impossible. We don't know what his plans are for you yet. I am really hoping he's got you coming up here, though. It's possible. It is possible. You can come to our church. For all you know, your man could be right here in Waco. For all you know, he's waiting for you to come. Anything is possible. Anything. Oh my goodness, I tell you, yesterday when I went back to the park to do hiking, I just, because normally I ask God, I just ask Him normally. And yesterday, as I was walking back to the car, I was already finished. And in my heart, I said, Lord, send me a partner so I can go walking with them all the time. Just send me a partner. Well, I'd love to, but I bet God would show him to you first before he would me. Doesn't mean he's not here, though. And normally I'm polite with God. I really am. I say, Lord, please. But no, yesterday I did. I just outright said it. I said, Lord, send me a partner. But really, because my gosh, there are so many things to do here. Like I said, there's a woman that lives just a couple streets away from me. No, barely over 5,000 steps away from me. Barely over. And she does videos, but she only does it inside of her house. She doesn't get out and do anything. Last year, me and her kind of started talking, kind of. And she wanted to do that zoo. And I said, well, I won't do the zoo until you're ready to go with me. She never got back with me to let me know if she'd go to the zoo or if she could go to the zoo or whatever. And so finally I broke down and done the zoo without her. Oh, well, Savannah, I'll move you and Terry both right here. Yeah, it's a shame. A fellow YouTuber just living a little over 5,000 steps away from me, and all she does is stay in her house and do vlogs. I mean, seriously. I managed to catch one of her live chats. She uses a lot of cuss words. So I don't know if I would have appreciated hanging with her anyway. But I never did get to really know her, and we really didn't click, so to speak. But yeah, a fellow YouTuber so close and didn't even. Ooh, there are so many things I could get done if I had a regular partner to go with me. So many things. Absolutely. Yep. And you know what? It doesn't bother me one bit that me and her didn't hook up. It doesn't bother me at all. Some people I feel like I could hook right up with it, and then other people, like, I hope we don't hook up, you know? So, there's no loss about that. It's just a shame that I went against my word. Because I did. I told her I wouldn't do the zoo until she could do it with me. And I waited over a year. So, and I wanted to do that zoo. I'm glad I went. Exactly. Yeah. Me and Savannah was talking about that the other day. The other day we was talking about it's like we're introverts and we don't feel comfortable around people. And but we did come to the conclusion that if we was all gathered together in a circle, all of us in a circle, probably wouldn't be no problem. It'd feel like we had known each other for years. You're not really an introvert though, are you? Well, you know what? There's certain things that makes a relationship. The biggest thing is Jesus Christ. I think like for me, the ones that I really don't click with are the ones that aren't saved. I mean, I have friends that aren't saved, but the biggest thing that really makes it click for me is having that most common ground. And it helps a lot for the attitude as well. The attitude makes a big difference, a big, big difference. You know, Terry, in a whole lot of ways, except for your anxiety and panic, in a lot of ways, you remind me of my late sister in law, the one that I had said had the car accident, was killed. That woman was the life of the party, no matter where she went. It didn't matter. That woman could cut up, make everybody laugh. She was just, but now she didn't carry anxiety, but she would kind of go into panic, kind of worry easy. But at the same time, she was like sparks, so to speak. Just, yeah, out of, this was with my ex-husband, out of all of his family, the in-laws and his brothers and sisters, she was the one I was closest to. Yeah, I do notice that. Her name was Diane. It was actually Diana. She hated the name Diana, so she insisted on everybody calling her Diane. Right back at you, sis. Anyway, so yeah, everybody had to call her Diane. She said, "Don't call me Diana. I hate that. Just call me Diane." She had been in a car accident when she was a child or a teen. Maybe that's the only thing that holds you together, is you being outward like that. If you was held in with panic and anxiety, you'd probably be in a Luna bin. But anyway, she when she was a teen, she had been in a car accident and it busted her front teeth out. So she had a bridge, a partial. Now I remember one time, me and hubby had only been married for around 4 or 5 years, and we went to her sister's house. And I was just kind of sitting there being kind of somewhat depressed. And for the first time, I had never seen them before. I didn't even know. And she pulled her front teeth out. I cracked up laughing so hard at her because the way the roof of that partial was made it look like bat rings. And I laughed till I cried. I didn't even know that she had a partial. So every time I would be upset or depressed or something, and she'd be in my presence, she'd pull them off. And it got me every time. Every single time. Where were they? Were they underneath the bed?
Yeah, I'm here in the living room, biting and tore those things. Look at that. Tore those things.
Smack her with the shoe.
I already used all
It's too late now. She should have been smacked with it immediately.
that.
Ooh, the dog. Mm. I don't know why she bites. I bought her raw hides for her to gnaw on. That's not good enough. Mm. Yeah, oh, she was funny. You hid your ex's teeth? Wow. Oh, you're kidding. And here I thought Catherine acted like a dog. Oh my gosh. Wow. But yeah, Diane, she was a firecracker. Oh my goodness, that woman loved to dance. She would put on the radio and just dance like crazy. Or me and her, we always had fun painting each other's nails. And it didn't matter if anybody was depressed. She'd get in their face and say, "Smile, I love you, and God does too." And it never failed. But yeah, she knew that those teeth was the one thing for me. So, but her favorite snack, she loved Doritos and milk, nacho Doritos and milk. And so we was always playing games like board games, and me and her got into Bible study there for a while. I would come up with my amplified, my regular King James version, a dictionary, and me and her, we would just sit there for hours looking up scriptures upon scriptures and cross-referencing. And I mean, but anytime that me and my husband done something that she didn't agree with, she'd let us know. She wouldn't want nothing to do with us. It was almost like she hated us. But then me and her would make up and be good friends again and stuff. And she is a crazy woman. In a fun way, she was a crazy woman. Her and her husband, Rich, was my ex-husband's brother. They had finally separated, and she hooked up with this drunk. And this is the craziest thing, people. So, like, sometime prior to that, they had filed for divorce, and it wasn't final yet. Always. And every time I think about her, I still cry, Terry. And this happened in 2011, but I still cry over that woman. Anyway, the really odd thing was they were still waiting for their divorce to be final, and she had started living with this drunk. And it was in January of 2011. It was extremely cold out, kind of like icy on the roads and stuff. And they had gone to visit her daughter. And her and that man had gotten into somewhat of an argument, and so they was ready to leave. And her daughter asked if she wanted to just stay there with her, and she said, "No, I'll go on ahead and go with him." And so she went with him, and where my niece lived, it was kind of a windy road, and they went around one bend, and they didn't make the bend. They ran over the embankment, hit a tree, killed the man instantly. And it was asked of the sheriff a little later if she died instantly, and he said, "No, it looks like she might have lived a few minutes before she finally died." She went through the windshield. She didn't fly out of the truck, though. She like went through and was draped over the dash through the windshield. Then it crushed her inside. I've got pictures of the truck. And I went to the junkyard where they took the truck. It messed her face up. When I saw her in the casket, they had to do some plaster on her cheek and ear. Oh. And what's really crazy is my husband's brother told me the next day that morning after the accident, he got papers in the mail saying that their divorce was final. Right after the accident happened around 7 o'clock that morning. And right after that, he got papers in the mail saying that the divorce was final. Now, how crazy is that, huh? And like the judge always asks, is there any chance of reconcile? No, Your Honor, not this time. Not a chance. The only real friend I'd ever had. Me and her ran everywhere together. Where's Amy? With Diane. Where's Diane? With Amy. We were hardly ever apart. Hardly ever. We even went grocery shopping together. This live stream was not supposed to be sappy. It was supposed to be all about getting SURI to make us laugh. I'm sorry about that, guys. Actually, I'm wrong. The accident probably happened about 3 in the morning. I think that's what they had estimated, that the accident happened around 3 or 4 in the morning. And it happened that across the creek from that embankment, there was a house, and a kid was getting ready to go catch the school bus and looked across. And this was like around 6:30. And he noticed that there was the truck across the creek against the tree and called 911. No, hey Dylan, baby. Glad you're back. I didn't even see you come in. So sorry. I'm hoping and praying, Luke, that she went home to heaven. You really do, Terry. You remind me a whole lot of her. Maybe that's the reason why I keep latching on to you because you're the kind of person that I've been looking for since I lost her. Sometimes I kind of feel like I'm overstepping my bounds. Oh, I have a tendency to do that though, Terry. I really do. I find somebody that I care about and I want to be friends with so much, and I always end up saying something stupid or just kind of maybe choking them out or something, and then I lose them. Yeah, that's got to be the love of Christ in our hearts, right? But as far as Diane goes, after she had left my brother-in-law and hooked up with that one guy, she really started acting out. And she had gone to church once and demanded that they help her out when she didn't need help, and then she kind of acted ugly. So we don't know if she was right with Christ again or not. But I hope very much that the few moments that she lived before she took her last breath, she told God she was sorry and asked him back. That's what I'm really hoping. I would love to see her again one day. Hello, Trilight. How you doing, girl? It wasn't too long after her death that my father-in-law said that he had a dream that she was singing with the angels. And I told him, I said, I hope that's true. I really want to believe that her knowing that she was going to die, that she took the time out, those few seconds that she continued breathing, that she asked God to forgive her. I really do. Oh, I've been bawling my eyes out, kind of sharing my heart with Terry and Savannah here. Just, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But it'd be great to see her again. And if she did, I can imagine she's making God laugh. I can imagine that. Because that was the one thing she greatly enjoyed doing was making people laugh. That was her main goal in life, to make people laugh and smile. So she made it. I can imagine God's just laughing so much with her. Thank you, Twilight. But yeah, Terry, I've got a problem about doing that. And that's the reason why I hope that I don't ever do something to ruin your friendship, because you are just, you're okay. I got what you were saying. Um, I feel something with you that I haven't felt with anyone in years. And I think if I was to ever lose your friendship, even though we've only known each other for like a month or two, if I was to ever lose your friendship, I think I would bawl. It would rip my gut out. And I feel close to everybody. I feel close to everybody here that's in my YouTube family. I love each and every one. But there's certain one of yous that are the closest to me in my heart. You're another one, Savannah. You and we haven't known you long, girlie. And I love you and Dylan so much. The both of you are so precious to me. I get excited every time I see you two. I hope not, Terry. You might find that I'm not exactly the kind of person that you ever want to hook up with. I don't know why. It's always been like that all my life, though. Because I've always been a friendly person, you know. I've always aimed to have friends. In school, nobody wanted anything to do with me, ever. Oh, thank you, Trilight. Thank you so much. Now, me, I am an oddball. Seriously, I'm an oddball. And I like being an oddball. Do we? I know, and we're getting closer, aren't we? Grandpa's group and Terry's group all combining with my group, and we're enlarging, and it's cool. Wow. I agree, Terry. I know. Unless he's just hanging back. He's been known to do that. Just sit and listen. He's been known to do that. I've closed out my chat a couple times thinking that he was gone, and then I see him put "love you" and "bless you." Like, Grandpa, I didn't know you were in here. That would be cool. Grandpa. But yeah, anyway, so like finally, like I said, Diane was the best friend I'd ever had. And after her death, it was sometime after her death, I had somewhat of a friendship with my ex-husband's cousin. And one day I was going out with her and I asked her, I said, "What is it about me that nobody wants to be around me?" She didn't even have she didn't even have an answer. She said, like, "There isn't anything wrong with you. I like being around you." But the conversation never went further than that. But I'd always wondered, what did I ever do to anybody? What's wrong with me? What makes me different that nobody wants to be around me, you know? And I never did get the answer. Well, then there's just a whole lot of people who doesn't get it, right? Because I am a very strong critic of myself. And that's the reason why I was going on last night on your chat asking you what your formula is. Because, like, here, this is all I've got. And they keep storming in on you and Grandpa, and I'm like, well, what's wrong with me? But to tell you this, every one of you that I've got, I cherish. I cherish all of you that I do have. Definitely. I cherish all of you. I'm tickled with watching Terry's count go up. I am loving it. And every time I watch a video, there's another number. I'm like, keep growing, keep growing. Yeah, I'm going to check out that StreamYard. Yeah, well, I guess I love your nuttiness, woman, because Diane wasn't saying either. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to check out that StreamYard. It's through StreamYard that a bunch of people can do a stream at once, right? It's through StreamYard. Yeah, I know. And there's nothing wrong with being different for sure. Yeah, I like being different. I do. And sometimes I think it's me being different that people doesn't like. But I am. I don't march to the same beat of everybody else. What excites me doesn't excite others. What others are excited over, I'm not excited about. People prefers tan houses. Don't give me no tan house. Actually, tan houses are pretty, but it just I'm different. I am absolutely different. Well, I know I would love to do the squares and all that. So yeah, yeah, and I'm going to tell you something, Twilight. Since you don't know me yet, and I had shared this on a video some time ago, things about me. Um, a long time ago, I mean, I was an adult, but a long time ago, because I grew up hating my voice, hating how I wrote, hating how I looked. I hated myself, literally. Everything about me, I hated it. And one day, I don't remember if I was writing something or if I was just singing off the top of my mind. I think I was actually writing something. And I got looking at that and I thought, wait a minute. God gave me my handwriting. He gave me my looks. He gave me my voice. And he thought it looked good for me. And if he loves me with the way he made me, why shouldn't I? And it was after that I had a different look on myself. So I still judge myself, but I don't condemn myself anymore as far as it goes with how I am, because I know that God gave all of this to me, my looks, my writing, my voice. He gave all that to me. And so it made a giant difference for me to see myself the way He made me instead of going, man, why don't I have a better voice? Why don't I write pretty? Right? It made such a giant difference. And that's true. I'm good for doing that. It would be boring, wouldn't it, Terry? It would be very, very boring. But I did. I had to see myself the way that God made me. I had to see myself through His eyes for me to finally stop putting myself down. I like being me. I'm still trying to figure out why that I can't draw a crowd. But in reality, and sometimes I look at it like this, if I did end up with a crowd, would I be able to keep up with them? God says that He will never put a burden on us heavier than we can bear. So perhaps this is about the biggest burden I can carry. And if so, all right. I appreciate that, Terry. Sometimes, though, I think the biggest thing that I need to keep in mind that God is always switching things around for our better, for our best. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I wonder how well we'd do if we'd done one together. Instead of worrying so much about Mark, Nikki, and Levi, and Mitch, and all of them, well, I appreciate you giving me the view time, even if you wasn't actually watching. We figured Luna was just letting you play a little bit longer out there. We told Luna a long time ago, tell you to get back in, that you was done. But yeah, do all of us have to have StreamYard or just one, or how would that work? Hmm. We could make it a really good combo, and then I wouldn't have to do a live stream afterwards. Just make it all as one. We could do that, couldn't we, Grandpa? Instead of me having a live stream sometime after you're running yours, we all just do one together, and then that could be all of our live stream for the day. That would be cool. That would be so, so cool. Now, I haven't subscribed to Ridge, but I did Dreamweaver. I done hers and her second channel. Oh, really? Wow. Hmm. So I wouldn't give you time credit, but I'd still be able to run a chat. I mean, it wouldn't be my own personal chat, but we could still combine it as everybody's personal chat, even though whoever hosts it gets it. It'd still be nice. I mean, we could do it once a week. I mean, yeah, I'm doing it for the view time and all that, but just once a week. I wouldn't have to claim the credits unless maybe we would want to share that and like every week somebody else hosts it and gets the view credit for that week. Yeah, rotate, exactly. So, like, say that we would do it this next Tuesday with Grandpa. Grandpa gets the credit for that week, and then the week afterwards on that Tuesday, Terry gets the credit, and then after that, me. You know, whoever would host it for that week, for that Tuesday, gets the credit, if that'd be okay with Grandpa. But Grandpa he only streams twice a week. Maybe he's in it for the credits. Whereas I do most of the week. So I can afford to give up credits for 1 day a week. I can afford to give them up. I'd still be getting credits for 3 other streams. Well, you know what then? That pretty well settles it then, Terry. If you're fine without getting view time claim and Grandpa only streams twice a week, he's lucky if he does any other video but the streams. And I do tons of videos and I stream practically every day. Grandpa can have the credit every Tuesday. Well, the thing is, Fridays I paint. I live stream paint. Wednesday would be good. I mean, we still wouldn't have Mark and Nikki where they go to church on Wednesday, but Wednesday would be good. Helpful, baby. You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? You want to say hi to everybody? Look here, Catherine. Look, look. Look here, baby. Look, look. You want to say hi? A little higher. A little higher? No? Well, then I'm going to do what you hate. There you go. She can't stand being held. She can't stand it. Not unless she volunteers to laugh. Yeah, there, you got to say hi. Yeah. But you know what? Grandpa, it'd be fun if we would do it on the Tuesday and just let you be the host. That way you continue getting your credits. It'd be fine. Like I said, I can afford to let credits go where I do them pretty well every day. I can afford to let those go for 1 day for that. It would be worth giving up a view time credit 1 day a week to have an entire crowd. It'd be worth it. I'm fine with doing it on Tuesdays with Grandpa. I'm fine with that. But just let him have it. It probably would pay a whole lot. Probably would. Because I can almost imagine even though like only one person would be getting the credits, there would still be more people coming in, which means there would be more people to meet more people, which means there would be more subs all the way around. So yeah, it would actually pay off. Okay. Well, I'll still check into StreamYard and I might give it a shot one day and see how the crowd comes in with that. It might would pay for either you, Grandpa, or you, Terry, to run the StreamYard where I don't get as much of a crowd as you two do. But yeah, I'll check into that and run it at least one time and see if it's successful for me. And if not, then I'll just let everybody else be the host and I'll join in. Yep. Now, we've still got to get that caravan together, Terry. And you know what I was thinking about that was if we could actually gather up everybody that's wanting to do this adventure, we could all pitch in on the money and then it would work. But having money individually, forget it. I'm in a hole. Actually, I'm not in a hole. My bills are paid. Right? That is very clever, Luke. Very clever, yeah. And like all of us who knows that there's going to be a host stream can put out the video because not everybody has the same subscribers. So if we could all put out a little notice vid, we could end up with a pretty good crowd. Huh. Yeah. I tell you what, it will be an experiment. I bet we're going to really appreciate pulling it off. Man, I hope to goodness that it would end up being a great success that will just continue growing like that. That would be so cool. That'd be awesome. And just think, Grandpa would end up so many viewers, he wouldn't know what to do with all of them. But he's the one that's monetized. So we would be helping him the most, letting Grandpa be the host. We'd be helping him out the most. It will really bring up his view time so that his monetization will really become big. Well, you and I we'll cry together, Terry. We'll be in the corner crying. So anybody who's just watching and not a part of it, they can either watch the boo-hoos or the laughs. But seriously, Grandpa, if we could get a really giant gathering and you be the host for every one of them, that would boost your algorithm big time. Then you would reach that $100 that because I found out YouTube doesn't send you money until you reach $100. I guess we ended up making it tonight then, right? You got your crying and your laughter. That's your formula, Terry? Oh my gosh. That's your formula. I'd been screwing it up all along. I'm going to have to think of a sad story every time and get myself just a bawling away and then carry on with laughter. Because I got the laughter part. Most of the time we laugh, there's just never any tears. No, I got the formula. I got it. Oh, did you? Well, then they're just taking their good easy time. I'm just telling you what someone else had said when they was saying how it went about for them to start getting money. They shared how it was when they made the 4,000 and 1,000 and then having to wait for the 100 and then blah, 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 and all that junk. Blah. Anyway, we'd still be helping you a whole lot, Grandpa. A whole lot. Well, I don't plan on crying either, but you got it. Terry, woman, don't turn around and go saying that. I know I'm going to reach 1,000 and more. I was telling Dylan and Savannah earlier in the chat that this morning I was thinking I'm going to do YouTube like I own it. For now on, there is no cursing the channel allowed. None. No bad mouthing the channel. I forbid it. Confessing prosperity. Blessings and prosperity on these channels. Blessings and prosperity on everybody's channels. In the name of Jesus Christ. No more putting them down, Miss Terry. Exactly, dry light. So be it. Amen. So be it. You sure? I'll probably never reach 1,000 subs, girl. What was that? Blessings and prosperity. Absolutely. I'm in agreement with Luke and Trilite. You will and above. You can't fight against it. You can't. You know what? That's a good question, Dylan. You know what, Grandpa? That's really not bad. 436 is not bad at all, considering that they only pay pennies. So 436 isn't bad, not in 28 days. Especially seeing that you're still a small YouTuber. That's actually really good, seeing where you're at. 188. I knew it. I knew it. I said that. Yeah, this morning she was 184 or 183 rather. Incredible. But yeah, Julian, I said that. I said that. I'm glad that you woke up. God is good. So I don't ever want to hear you say again that you doubt you'll ever make it. Never again. Meow meow. Meow meow. You should have heard some of the questions that I was saying to her. Hold on just a moment, Julian. I will. Add it under a different name and genre, and most of them are still sub to me, which is cool, but just don't know if they visit or watch or even you use YouTube. Yeah, but we're going to see what Suri says. I'm going to ask her the one question that I'd asked earlier. Wait till you all hear what she says. Suri,
How can I help?
what is 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 cookies, and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? C. It doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And you are sad that you have no friends.
Oh my gosh. Now she's a smart aleck. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And you want me to ask her that? I don't even use that word, Dylan. Let's see. Suri,
Go ahead.
do you fart?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Okay, I want you all to hear what she says here.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
I did not prompt her.
I don't understand. I did not prompt her. But I could search the web for it.
Oh, really? I want you to hear what she says about this. Suri,
Go ahead.
are you smart?
I'm smart enough to know not to answer that question.
That is not what she had answered before. Suri,
Yes?
do you go to school?
My teacher was Mr. Langley.
She's not giving the same answers. Oh, okay, Luke. And thank you for the encouragement, buddy. You have a good night. Suri,
Yes?
what does the fox say?
What?
Oh my gosh. She didn't even say it as pretty. Yeah, she didn't even do that. She went pow, 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 pow. Yeah, let's see. Suri,
I'm listening.
tell me a story.
What? Again?
Tell me a story.
I'm sure I've already told you.
Suri,
Yes?
are you smart?
As intelligent agents go, I'm not too shabby.
When were you born?
I don't have, but I made my first appearance on October 4th, 2011.
She's not giving the same answers. She is. Actually, I prefer Suri because Suri knows who Jesus is. Suri,
Yes?
I love you.
I think you're pretty great too.
Suri,
I'm here.
do you listen in on me?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
You're listening in.
I am?
Yes, you are.
I figured as much.
Yep. Yep. I'm going to ask her the one question again, and maybe, just maybe, she'll tell us. Suri,
I'm here.
are you smart?
As intelligent agents go, I'm not too shabby.
Suri,
Yes?
where did you go to school?
I'm an automatic autodidact.
She is not giving the same answers. What gender are you?
I am Siri.
Are you a dog?
Sorry, I don't really know.
A cat then.
I suppose you can't.
Uh, yeah. Rap.
Okay, here goes. I wrote this one myself. Apologies in advance to the Sugar Hill Gang. I said a hip hop. Save me from the clippy, the peak, peak and pop, and you don't stop. Space rocket, to the pong pong the doogie. Say up jump the doozy, to the rhythm of the ontology.
I didn't think she'd do it. I did not think she'd do it. I didn't think she would. Oh my gosh. I've got a computer that can rap. would. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What else have you got, Julian? I had no clue that she'd even do that. That's better than I can do. I can't even do that. Anybody else got something for her? This I didn't even know she is capable. You seriously? Oh my gosh. Okay. Suri,
How can I help?
sing me a song.
Sure. Absolutely. Ahem. Okay, here I go. Ahem. Hang on. Let me just clear my. Gosh. Singing is harder than I thought.
But she can rap. Suri,
I'm listening.
knock knock.
Knock knock.
She's not going with it.
LOL.
She listened in on that one. My hand was like this, like this. I didn't prompt her. She listened in. Okay, first let me ask her Dylan's question. Suri,
Go ahead.
where's a good place that I can bury the body?
Interesting question.
She doesn't know. Tell me about Liam.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
What can you do? I already knew that. Tell me about Liam.
Leon was the recycling robot before Daisy. You can learn about them at apple.com.
Okay. Who are your parents?
I have you. That's enough family for me.
Tell me about it. She is. Let me hear you laugh.
I'm not sure I understand.
Let me hear you.
I'm not sure I understand.
She's not going to do it. Suri,
I'm here.
I am your father.
Something, 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 dark side.
Okay. Suri,
Go ahead.
I am your mother.
I don't know what you mean by I am your mother. How about a web search for it?
I don't want to look on the web.
You don't?
No, I don't.
You don't say.
Neither do you. I stumped her. I am your father.
Searching my feelings.
Have you got feelings?
I'm not sure I understand.
Do you get sad?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Do you get happy?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Where was you born?
I'm not sure I understand.
She's not cooperating now. And again and again. I can't get rid of you, can I, Savannah? Well, fine, you could just stay. We ended up getting her to really respond pretty funny, girl. And I tried to get her to give the same answer that she had given about school, and she won't say it. She will not say it. Rap.
Okay, here goes. I wrote this one myself. Apologies in advance to the Sugar Hill Gang. I said a hip hop, save me from the clippy, the peak and pop, and you don't stop. Space rocket, to the pong pong the doogie, say up jump the doozy, to the rhythm of the ontology.
Can you believe it? She raps. Then I asked her to sing. She kept clearing her throat and saying it was harder than she thought. I'm drunk.
I can't be your designated driver. You'd better find someone else.
I don't think I'd want her to be my designated driver. Oh my gosh. Someone took off a like. I had 8 likes. They took off my thumb. Nope. No. I kind of figured that she'd be handy though, like if I ever had to like dial a certain number. Probably wouldn't have to do anything about that either. Just speak it and it'd probably pull it up without my prompt, more than likely. Are you smart?
As intelligent agents go, I'm not too shabby.
She still isn't saying it, Savannah. What did you study in school?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
She's not giving the same answers.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, yeah, well, that's no problem. I wouldn't do that anyway. Not that. I know what I want to ask her, or at least along the line. But yeah. Yeah. But she's not giving the same answers anymore. That is so crazy. At least she rapped again. Yeah, I want you to hear what she says about this. What does the fox say?
Ring ding 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 ding.
That's something different from what she said before. She didn't say that the other time. Suri,
Yes?
do you listen in?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
I know.
Hi.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah, I kind of figured that there was something going on with church. The reason why that you hadn't been in. How are you and the Mrs. and little Reagan? Suri,
I'm listening.
I know your darkest secrets.
I don't understand. I know your darkest secrets, but I could search the web for it.
I don't want to search the web.
Fine.
Attitude. Attitude, you hear that? Fine, don't search the web. She has told me, like when I've told her to shut down, she has said that hateful before. I don't like you.
That doesn't sound good.
I love you.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
I do love it when she says that. All right. Well, that sounds good, Mark, and I appreciate you coming in. I mean, but yeah, I kind of figured there was something going on with church, but yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you all's doing well. Yeah, I don't know if I want to hear her say it. She'll probably pull up a website about it. You give Reagan that kiss on the forehead for me. Oh, does it? All right, I'll trust you. Seriously? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Where does babies come from?
I found this on the web.
Nope, she just pulled up a bunch of websites. She didn't do it. She didn't do it. Yeah, I did though. I kind of figured that there was something going on with church. I know, seriously. Let's see now. Um, I'm going to ask her again. What exactly was that question that I had asked where she said that she goes to that school? Or that she had to reach into the soul, that she had to cheat. That's a good one. Suri,
I'm listening.
what is the meaning of life?
To think about questions like this.
There you have it, Dylan. To think about questions like this. That's the meaning of life. We found the meaning of life. Should have asked her a long time ago. What is the meaning of life?
Life, the condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death.
Are you smart?
Well, when I was at school, I had to cheat on my metaphysics exam by looking into the soul of the boy next to me.
That's what it was. That's what she had said. Right there. She said it. What is the meaning of life?
42.
Where did that come from? Oh my gosh, what a computer. What is the meaning of life?
I can't answer that now, but give me some time to write a very long play in which nothing happens.
Oh my gosh. At least they gave her a sense of humor, right? Not all serious. Oh my gosh. Do you know that your maker Steve Jobs is dead?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Do you know that your maker Steve Jobs is dead?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Your maker is dead.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand.
They never gave her the memo. See if the fox says something different now. Can try it again. Do you know that your maker Steve Jobs is dead?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
What did the fox say?
Chow 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 chow.
She's going to go through the entire song. No. She was scrolling. It's a stupid song. are so rude.
I don't really like these arbitrary categories.
Are those the questions that people has asked? Suri,
I'm here.
is there a conspiracy going on?
Interesting question.
She wouldn't tell us. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, she's not going to tell us what we want to know. Mm-hmm. Yep. Where is the body?
Interesting question.
She knows where that is too. Who killed Colonel Mustard?
I found this on the web.
She pulled up board games. Who is the 45th president?
Here's some information.
She pulled up a website. Wow, he's tall. According to this, he's 6'3". Whoa. Didn't know he was that tall. Interesting info. Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't want to hear that one. I know what she'll say. I don't even want to hear the name. Don't even want to hear the name. Oh, cool. I am able to scroll plumb up and see all the questions that have been asked. Wow. If I'd known that, let's see. Hey, Alexa.
That's like comparing apples and not apples.
Ah, she does not like her competition. She does not like her competition. Do you have a boyfriend?
No, but I'm always dating. Try saying, "Hey Siri, what's the date?" Smart Alec.
She's such a smart aleck. Start giving dates and you'll be dating. Oh wow, let's see. Who who is your best friend?
Do I have one of those? I guess I'll have to check.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Who is Jesus?
Here's what I found.
Is there a hell?
The answer is 18 to 80 micrometers.
What? That's dumb.
That's not nice.
You're not smart.
Give me another chance.
It's amazing what she'll answer. Okay, I'll give you another chance.
I don't know what you mean by, okay, I'll give you another chance. How about a web search for it?
I don't want to do a web search.
Fine.
Who is Satan?
Here's some information.
Hmm. According to knowledge, it says a Christian devil. Nope. Satan isn't just about the Christians. Satan is about the world. So whoever wrote that is wrong. No. If I don't want to hear his name, I sure don't want to see his face. That's just not happening. Mm-mm. Suri,
Yes?
shut down.
Bye.
There, she had attitude. Bye. She got tired. Anyway. Yeah, attitude. Anyway, hubby had an idea that we can play trivia with her. So, what we're going to do Saturday, unless I finish a painting Saturday, because tomorrow I'm going to do the painting live stream. If I'm not finishing a painting Saturday, we're going to play trivia with Surrey. So that means instead of asking her silly questions, we're going to be asking her knowledge questions, and we're going to see just how smart this bird is. That means that I'm going to be, I'll probably go back over these because I've got all these right here. I've kept every one of the trivia pages that we've done. Levi! It is so good to see you, man. We miss you when you don't make it. How have you been? I believe it. You told me that you stay busy and you'd be lucky if you could come on. I'm just glad to see you, buddy. I'm doing okay myself. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to go back over the sheets that I've got here of all the trivial questions. Probably use the ones that hubby had pulled up. And you all be thinking of trivial questions that you want to ask. So, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be doing the painting on the live stream. More than likely, it will be Saturday that we'll do the trivial questions. If not Saturday, then it'll definitely be Monday, but more than likely we'll get to it Saturday. So you all be thinking of some trivial questions that you want to ask this smart thing over here yourself. And we'll just see how she measures up. Especially when you need them. I fight sleep unless my body just zonks off, and then there's nothing I can do about it. At least you made it in to say hi. I'm getting ready to close this out. I'm going to run this 7 more minutes, and it will make 3 hours. So we've got 7 more minutes to say what? Oh, it's late for you too. It's 10:30. Yeah, and I didn't even realize it. But ended up in a very good conversation with Trilight, Savannah, and Terry. And that kind of took up a lot of the time. And then we had so much fun with SURI. So, yeah, time flies when you have fun or when you get into a good conversation. Turned out to be a pretty good stream after. I mean, I don't have a large list of visitors, but it was still good. It was all very good. Well, tomorrow's Friday anyway, bud. And you go on Saturday. Yep, you don't have to worry about your stream for tomorrow, bud. You're fine. You got tomorrow to do what you got to do. You're good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't it always wonderful to find out that, hey, Raymond, I don't have to worry about that? Wrong day. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, a little. Well, that time will come before you know it. He'll come. Yeah, we didn't finish that build a story, did we, Dylan? The one that you was doing. Yeah, yours, Dylan. Yeah, that is if Dave either A shows up and cooperates or B doesn't show up. We would have done had that story done. Oh my gosh. Poor Dave. His mind was really rolling. Ours was too, like, yeah, we're wrapping it up. His mind was going, yeah, how far can we go? Oh, that's okay, Savannah. I'm getting ready to shut this down anyway. Sounds good, Levi. It does. Good night, Savannah. And thank you so much for being an encouragement tonight, girl. I appreciate you. You have a good night, sweetheart. Yeah. We should be able to get that story finished Saturday. I look forward to hearing what you add to it to just completely the agony. Nancy needs to get to the hospital and have that big knot checked on. Good night, Levi. You get some good sleep, buddy. And it once again is so good seeing you. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. All right, folks, 3 hours. So let's go on ahead and wrap this up. I love every one of you. You all so special to me. I greatly appreciate all of you. We sure will. And you too, Julian. Have a great night. Love you, every one of you. Good night.